This presentation will provide you with an overview of some of the key improvements CDOT is considering for I-270. Exploring solutions for this corridor has been a collaborative effort, and we're excited to share what we've come up with. Here's a summary of the improvements we are considering for I-270. You may pause the video if you'd like to review before we go on to the map to discuss these improvements in more detail. This map shows the I-270 corridor today. Based on the purpose and needs we have identified, we are proposing to fully reconstruct the oldest portions of the corridor and widen or restripe other segments to add one additional travel lane in each direction between I-25 and I-70. Wider shoulders would accommodate vehicle breakdowns and other emergency use. The bridges identified in green are more than 50 years old and would be replaced to meet modern safety standards. At I-76, there are two locations where drivers merge with traffic on eastbound I-270. This is a high accident location. To improve safety here, we are proposing to merge the two I-76 ramps into a collector ramp with a single merge point onto I-270. The next segment of freeway between York Street and Vasquez Boulevard is a significant traffic bottleneck as vehicles enter the freeway at these interchanges. To tackle this problem, we are proposing to extend the entrance ramps to create auxiliary lanes between the York Street and Vasquez Boulevard interchanges. These auxiliary lanes would provide cars and especially trucks the additional space and time they need to safely enter and exit I-270 without backing up traffic in the other lanes. The eastbound auxiliary lane will also serve as a climbing lane for large trucks to climb the uphill grade at slower speeds. Another issue in this area is the poor condition of the roadway subgrade that was built over an old landfill west of Brighton Boulevard. The pavement sinks several inches every year, creating undulating pavement that must be frequently repaired. Engineers are recommending a full reconstruction of the highway in this area to stabilize this roadbed and prevent future settling. We're also considering an auxiliary lane westbound between the Quebec and Vasquez interchanges. The westbound entrance ramp from Quebec Street has one of the highest volumes in the corridor, and this would provide more distance for vehicles to accelerate and safely merge. Significant improvements are proposed for the Vasquez Boulevard interchange. Let's take a closer look. We received more comments about the Vasquez Boulevard interchange than any other location along the corridor. This location also happens to have the highest rate of crashes in the corridor. In the image on the left, you can see the existing interchange. The tight cloverleaf design is outdated and contributes to safety issues and congestion on I-270. The exit loop ramps with 25 mile/hour advisory speed limits are particularly difficult for large trucks to navigate safely. We can substantially improve the safety and traffic flow at this interchange by making the changes shown in the image on the right. I'll refer to each change in the current design concept by the black number labels on the image. Number one, this design would remove the exit loop ramps. Doing so would eliminate the tight space between I-270 entrance and exit ramps over the Vasquez Bridge, making it easier and safer for drivers to merge on and off the highway. Number two, instead of the loop ramps, drivers exiting I-270 would use traditional exit ramps ending at a signalized T intersection on the Vasquez Boulevard. Number three, new auxiliary lanes added between Vasquez and York would further ease the merging process and allow trucks and all merging vehicles more time to accelerate. Number four, along Vasquez, northbound traffic approaching I-270 is currently unable to access eastbound I-270, requiring substantial out-of-direction travel. The proposed design would add this missing ramp. Number five, the old Vasquez Bridge over Sand Creek would be replaced and would include a wider sidewalk on the bridge. Number six, pedestrians will have a connection from Vasquez underneath I-270 to Eudora Street. We are also evaluating possible pedestrian facilities along Vasquez underneath I-270. Finally, number 7, 56th Avenue would be realigned and widened under I-270 to address concerns about the tight corner and narrow road at this location. Let's compare recent footage of the interchange to a simulation for the conceptual design. Note the traffic congestion on the left is removed by the proposed improvements on the right. This is a typical cross-section of I-270 as it looks today. It has two 12-foot wide travel lanes in each direction, with narrow shoulders of less than 3 feet wide in many locations. The eastbound and westbound lanes are separated by a grassy median in most areas. Just to give you a sense of the space we have to work with, this graphic shows a typical cross-section of the land that CDOT owns adjacent to I-270 in this corridor. CDOT right-of-way is, on average, 300 feet wide, which reduces the need to acquire additional space for I-270 construction. Here is the first option for a proposed typical section. Add an additional general purpose lane in each direction. You'll notice we are proposing to widen the shoulders to 12 feet to improve safety, traffic flow, and emergency response times when trucks or passenger vehicles become disabled along the corridor. The second option for the added lanes is that they are added in the form of express lanes. The cross-sectional width of the highway would match option 1 except for the addition of 4-foot wide safety buffers between the express lanes and the other travel lanes. US 36 from Denver to Boulder is an example of this design. These express lanes would offer the flexibility of choice. Drivers could carpool to use the express lane for free, or pay a toll to use the express lane as a solo driver, or use the other travel lanes for free. We are currently evaluating the benefits and impacts of potential I-270 improvements as part of the environmental assessment. If you have any comments or questions, the last display in this virtual room explains all the ways you can reach out to the project team and get us your feedback. Thank you for helping us to shape the future of I-270.